It's so good to see you. I see a lot of familiar faces and new faces. I'm so excited to, speaking to everyone. I remember Roberto asking in an alpha meeting, like, who wants to talk at this, like, keynote event? And I was like, oh, do I really want to do it? Like, you know what they say, you want to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. And I can definitely say I'm very uncomfortable, but very comfortable with my people. But yeah, I'm Valery. I am a junior here. I'm studying advertising and public relations. And then I'm minoring in business. So my story is very, very similar to the previous speakers. It kind of started back, I will say, in elementary school. So I was born here. My parents came here from El Salvador 21 years ago, so when I was born. And I noticed that I was a little bit different from other students when elementary school. I remember during reading class, a little teacher would come out and be like, okay, like my group of students, it's time for like ESOL. And, I would look around and be like a bunch of people who kind of looked like me or were from different backgrounds. And for a while after I realized it wasn't just like the gifted students, it was like ESOL, I mean, you are obviously gifted, you're learning two languages at once, but that's where I kind of noticed like my identity and how I was different from others. Moving forward to high school, middle school, I'm from the DMV area, so Maryland, pretty diverse. Woo, yeah. Yeah. It's a very diverse area in my county. Specifically, my middle school and high school is very black and white. So I was never like white enough to fit in with the white group, but I was also never too Hispanic to fit in with the Hispanic group. So it was kind of like, where do I fit in? So all of my like middle school and high school, I was playing soccer. My family loves Barcelona. Yeah, we don't like Real Madrid. But yeah, so I had always been playing soccer, loved it. And then one day I came up to my mom and I was like, Ma, guess what? I tried out for field hockey and I got in. She was like, ¿Qué es field hockey? Like, she was so confused, and I would be too. She had no idea. She didn't understand the idea of it. But yeah, when I tried out for field hockey, it was very intimidating. Like, I was the only Hispanic, let alone like minority, who tried out, other than my other friend, who is Sudanese, like my best friend now, Nora, who also tried out for field hockey. We were the only minorities, and I remember coming into tryouts and seeing like a bunch of girls with their jerseys on because they went to previous like field hockey clinics. And field hockey is a very expensive sport. I don't know why I decided to do field hockey, but I really am glad that I put myself, in that position. I ended up getting in, but I really remember my coach, like I said, it was a very expensive sport. Like the stick itself costs like $200, and that's if you want a good stick. You have the ball, you have the shin guard, you have the mouth guard, you have the goggles, you have it all. It's very expensive, and my family's a like low income family, so it wasn't something that I could just get within the next day. And I talked to my coach about that, and that didn't let her stop me from joining the team, which I appreciate now. And yeah, I played that for 4 years. And I remember my mom in the sideline, not knowing a thing, what was happening, but she was just there supporting me, yelling, "Vamos, hija, vamos!" Like, yeah. But that going on, I ended up being captain by senior year. Yeah. And so did my other friend, who also joined me. And that was very empowering because, like, I ended up seeing a lot of color on the field by the end of the 4 years, which, like, we always encouraged other girls to come and play. The sport is very dominated by white people. And so I felt like that's where my calling was to, for DEI and like inclusivity and diversity. So then my freshman year of college, me and my friend decided to co-found an organization called Evening at the Playing Field. And Evening at the Playing Field kind of sounds what it is. We're trying to, diversify sports that are majority white. And we started off with UNC. Like, where else could we start better? Like, UNC has a great field hockey team. So we started doing clinics. We provided free clinics with girls from 3rd grade to senior year. And it was just kind of a way to, increase diversity within field hockey. And we were able to, like, be sponsored by girls who had already been on the team. Courtney Williamson, she had won like one of the field hockey competition, NCAA championship. We were able to work with her, and we got so many people. Like they were playing for the first time, and it was just such an inspiring moment to see like myself and these girls, and they loved the sport. It was very different. No one had played, and it was just amazing. So then the second time around, we did it again, and we did it with soccer, women's soccer. And I remember seeing this one girl. She was a Hispanic girl. She was very, very, very good. And it was just so amazing to see that like this sport hopefully one day will just increase diversity. And I say that because now, as I'm in Alpha and MBSA, the Minority Business Student Alliance here, I'm continuing to always, be very inclusive in spaces where we may not see each other or see ourselves in. And so that's kind of why I'm glad to be talking here. I feel like you guys are all like my family now. We've all kind of opened up. And yeah, I'm just excited, and I hope I can get to meet some of you guys. So that's my talk.